Good evening, Amog.
Good evening, sir.
I wish you warm welcome to our digital meeting, and I am very happy that today with us Amog from Bangalore. He has enrolled in our digital practical CFP coaching workshop in July 2020 and successfully completed almost 2.5 months of his video lectures. So I request Amog, you can start with your detailed introduction, and then we'll have a 20-25 minutes interactive discussion. Yes, Amog.
Yes, sir. Firstly, thank you for having me on this platform.
Yes, my
So yeah,
pleasure.
I'm Amog. I'm pursuing my BBA in Bangalore. So I was actually doing my engineering, but then I knew it was not my subject or it was not my field. So I decided to shift after around 2.5 years. So I decided to shift to the business field. Now I've started pursuing my BBA, and I was fortunate enough to change my career path at an important juncture in my life. And I
Okay.
also wish like many young people like me can choose their career path way before me, like way before uh, they get start getting into colleges, and like maybe sometime when they reach when they pass out during their 10th, so that they have a clear cut idea and they have a strong foundation through which they can build their career upon.
Good, very good, very important.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Amog, at present, you have taken an admission in first year BBA.
Yes, sir. First year BBA in PS University, Bangalore.
Very good, congratulations. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
so now, as you have started your journey in July 2020, almost 2.5 months is completed, and you are fresher, young, and again you are basically taking a young age a second career decision because you started with your engineering and then you realized it is not your passion, okay, and you decided to take it personal finance or financial planning as a basically career option. So what inspired you to do a CFP certification?
So I have always been interested in financing options for all the small things in my life,
Okay.
and I was also looking into planning a few things financially for my future uh, to simply get a better understanding what would be required and what I would need. Uh, so and then while doing, reading about all such stuff, I got to know about CFP as a course, and it
Hmm.
just got me hooked. And since I was also moving into the BFSI sector, and CFP was like something which really interested me, and it
Hmm.
was very intriguing for me. So that is why I decided to go with CFP.
Very good. So now you had a two option. Okay, either you can opt for the self study or maybe some low cost education provider versus you chose Kayul Shah where you I have asked from day one to invest 3x of time, okay, of the other low cost education provider and the 3x money, then why you have decided to with the why you have decided to go with KU Shah instead of self study or low cost education provider?
Sir, as I told, I was reading about CFP, and as soon as I got to know about the CFP certification, I went through the syllabus and the
Hmm.
study materials. So, what I got to know is this is a very vast subject.
Hmm.
So, and me without studying finance in any college or school, so I didn't have any basis. So, I figured coaching would be the best option since it would be much more organized and it would
Hmm.
also make me more accountable.
Hmm.
And coaching in any course, I personally believe coaching in any course gives a proper pathway to prepare for any given exam. So, and also CFP as a course itself was suggested to be by my dad's one of my dad's very good friend. So
Hmm.
while he was talking about the course, he also mentioned your name.
Hmm.
You know him. So
Hmm.
he completed CFP under your guidance.
Hmm.
Uh, so yeah, he told me that if you are doing CFP, there is no better person other than Mr. Keusha. You can just go ahead, like just go ahead with him. He has a lot of materials, a lot of study materials you can go through. And uh, what like got me onto this was he told me sometimes you will feel he's a bit strict or he'll be a bit demanding, but it is eventually you'll understand why he's like that. it is all just for the betterment. And I personally feel that is what teachers or people who are teaching should be doing, instead of just preparing the student for an exam. So that it brings in the all-round development. So that is how I got into you, and right away I just called you, and I just got the same vibe. Like you were telling the same thing over the call, and I understood that you're not just exam oriented. So you look for the overall development, and you also told me that you will make me client ready and employee ready. So I was like, that's it. Right after the call, I went to my dad. I'm like, I'm joining this course.
Good. Thank you very much. And the few words you said, that key, your coach or your teacher must be demanding or strict, because end of the day, when teacher is sweet, okay, or
Yes,
maybe
sir.
allowing all your thoughts to execute, or he may feel that okay, I have got the fee now, whether Amok complete the CAP certification or not, it doesn't make a difference. Then we have seen that that's how the low cost education provider or some of the independent faculty works. They charge maybe a 40-50,000 rupees, okay, and then they do not have that kind of qualitative study material, video lectures, and they even not give the qualitative time during one-to-one discussion, and that's the reason that student doesn't complete the certification. Or even if he or she completes the trial and error, that transformation from the student to professional is not happening, and then they find the difficulty in getting the first qualitative job profile. Okay, so I am very happy that yes, this is the my strength. So if someone finds me a bitter, finds me a difficult, finds me a strict, okay, I'm always doing for your benefit, because time, we may understand, we are going in pandemic March 2020, and 1 year we may complete, and many of people just watching the external environment and find that they have lost their 1 year. But those who are committed to their professional development or their personal development, and use this time, work from home, or use this time and invest money and time, and they can do a far better professional development, and they would be one step ahead in their career compared to those who have focused on the macro environment and wasted their precious 1 or 2 years. Good.
Yes,
So
sir, totally.
I thank you very much that you took a right decision, okay, where you thought that yes, if you go with the right coach and go with the right quality video lecture, study material, and regular support, and I'm happy that Tejas Bhai is also helping you, okay,
Yes, sir.
as a co-mentor in your journey. So now, as I always say to everyone, whether he's a fresher or your commenter who is in age of 55, in starting his career, his second doing a certification for second career planning, he has not completed certification, he has completed his first exam RPB, and he is planning to complete his certification by March 2021. So I always
Yes.
say to each participant, you have to be a first wise and logical investor. You have to attend training that you are becoming better investor. So tell me, as a Amog, what are your key learning in last 2.5 months, which basically upgraded or paradigm shift of your thought process?
As you told, self betterment is very important. So what happened with me was I never used to keep track of my personal expenditure, even though it was very small. But I still didn't keep track of it, and I didn't have any financial goals as such for myself, be it short term, mid term. I didn't have any. So this has changed, definitely changed. This has set the ball in motion for me. I got my stuff sorted, and what another thing what I have also observed is I've gotten since I've gotten into this field, there has been a lot of knowledge which I've acquired in terms of the basics itself, like what to do and what not to do. And another thing is there are so many small things in the video learning kit, and in your teachings itself, like maybe be it the soft skills in how to approach a client, or people and how to build a rapport with them. These small things are, I feel, are very important for me, because I keep noting down all those small things, and you also keep saying a few fundamental things in finance, which I keep just jotting it down so that I can use it later on. Because you like, while maybe doing your video kit or maybe learning something, you feel sometimes you have learned it and you feel you have gotten it. But what I feel is, if you don't write what you actually feel is important, so you'll not actually I mean, inculcate it into your learnings. So that is what I do. I just keep writing down your thought processes. I have made many notes in my book, where I've written, okay, this was Mr. Keosha's personal experience, and this is how he reacted, or how he changed his perspective on it. So, and that is how I keep you know trying to change my perspective on things. Because see, as you told, I'm a young guy, and experience matters a lot. So for me, having people like you and Mr. Tejas sir helps me a lot in gaining a lot of perspective.
Good, very good. So now I always focus on the practical application, because as a fresher, when we go through the any professional certification, okay, so definitely we can invest our quality time 4 to 5 hours per day for subject expertise through video lectures, through reading the book, solving the subject query and practical queries with co-mentor and mentor. Okay, so now to complete the cycle 360-degree, I always focus on the practical application. So how many practical application you did, and what is your experience and feedback?
Sir, I've done around 6 to 7 of them now, but I've since you suggested to meet new people, so and the field of CFP itself is all about meeting new people and gathering information, so that we build our own profile. And for someone like me, like who is a bit shy, or someone like an introvert like me, it is very important to meet new people, or to meet the people I know, and to gather as much information as I can. And the practical applications itself, there are a lot of things. What do I say? Like I speak to people of my age, where they might just have started earning, or they would have gotten into a job, and it's been a year or two, but still they still don't have a financial goal set, or all they do is just get the money, put it into a bank account or something like that. So they still don't know about investing, or what to do with their savings, and uh, plan for their long-term goals, or plan itself for their future. So that has been very heartening to see that I was able to just help them, and hopefully I get them as clients in the future.
Good, very good. So you have prepared the couple of basic goal planning and the debt planning. So I am sharing right now. So you can explain. So it will help you. Okay, so let's start with the first debt planning handout. Okay, so I request you can share what exactly you've done, how your client is benefited, and that's how when we share this video, you can educate your friend, family, relatives, or maybe a prospective client, how you can help them to reduce the EMI or reduce the debt and achieve the freedom from the paying loan EMI.
Yes, sir. So this is a person named Natraj, who is a relative of mine. So he had taken a house loan in the year 2018, started in the month of June, for the basic amount of 35 lakhs. He took it at an interest of 8.9% for a tenure of 25 years. So I got the basic information, and I calculated the EMI and the outstanding principal as of October 2020, that is this month. Then what happened was, since we all know that during the pandemic, the interest rates have all gone down, and in 2018, compared to 2020, the interest rates have fallen down. So I told him that the interest rates have been reduced, and there has been a good reduction. So I told him the new interest rate. We went and checked, and the new interest rate was somewhere around 7%. So, and then when we got to know the new interest rate, so I calculated the new EMI um, for the outstanding balance he had to pay. So after finding the new EMI, I told him, and what I felt was he had the ability to continue with the previous EMI itself. So I told him, so since you have the ability, so why don't you reduce your tenure instead of reducing your EMI? So I calculated the new tenure with the same EMI he had. So, and then while I did that, I showed him that we could reduce around, I guess around, I forgot the months, but
Your screen is visible, yes or no?
yes, sir, it's visible. It's visible.
Okay, so you can explain. I request you can start from beginning. So it will help you to share with your friend, colleague, how you can help them to achieve the debt freedom or reduce the interest rate or reduce the EMI. So you can start explaining once again in detail, one by one. I am scrolling the screen as per you are explaining.
Okay, sir. I'll go a bit slow. So as I told, he's Mr. Nataraj. He took a loan, house loan for 35 lakh rupees in the year 2018 at an interest rate of 8.9% for a tenure of 25 years. So as soon as I got that information, I found the EMI, the PMT of the principal amount at the given interest rate, that is 8.9%. In the PMT turned out to be 29,133 rupees. And while doing that, I also calculated the outstanding principal till last month, and that is October 2020. And he still had to pay off around 34 lakhs. So yeah, 34 lakhs, 5,000 rupees. Then as we were doing that, we observed there was a reduction in interest rate. So the new interest rate which we got was 7%. So as soon as we got the new interest rate, we calculated the new EMI by calculating how much tenure is still left, how many months are still left, and with the outstanding principal. So we found the new EMI. The new EMI for the remaining outstanding principal was 24,968 rupees. And after we compared it to the old EMI, there was a difference of around 4,165 rupees.
Per month.
But then,
sorry to interrupt you. So here it is a big 4,165 is the per month benefit is there. So objective is that if we convert into annual benefit, it is approximately 50 odd thousand. Definitely, it is an inclusive part of principal and interest, but on a 34 lakh rupees outstanding principal, 2% interest rate reduction is there. So almost on average, on a first year, he got 40 odd thousand rupees interest reduction. Yes,
yes, sir. 4,000 per month itself was a great number for him. But then he had the client itself, Mr. Nataraj had the ability to continue with the same EMI. He has a very good income job. So what I suggested was instead of reducing the EMI, he could continue with the same EMI and reduce his tenure. So while doing that, for the same EMI, that is the old EMI, that is 29,133 rupees. For the remaining outstanding principal, we calculated the new tenure. So the new tenure turned out to be for around 197 months. The previous tenure was for 273 months. So after finding the new tenure, the difference turned out to be 76 months. 76 months is a huge difference in terms of tenure. So we saved a lot of time in terms of months or years.
In terms, 76 months into 29,000 was the earlier EMI. So almost 22 lakh rupees saving client did.
Yes, sir. And he 76 months is roughly around 6 years and 3 months. So he reduced his tenure by 6 years. So paying EMI for reduced period turned out to be a good move for him.
Good. So my message is very simple and loud to all. You can say when Amog will share this video with you will share with your friend, colleague, relatives, and when they are watching. So if you give time to Amog, so if you have a loan, so Amog can help you, okay, to reduce the interest rate. Okay, and when you save the on an interest rate, automatically you can either have a more surplus every month, or if you can afford the same EMI, then you can reduce the tenure and achieve the faster debt freedom. Then there are many other ways we can help. At this juncture, we are doing a limited time digital meeting, but Amok can help you to reduce the lifestyle expense. So if someone has a 50,000 annual monthly expenses, so definitely someone is 6 lakh rupees annual expenses, Amok can help you to reduce the 50,000 rupees monthly, 50 odd thousand rupees expenses in a year, by creating a budget and identifying what are the some lifestyle spending we can reduce to plan and achieve our short term, medium term, long term goals. Okay, we can help you to basically think more logical and as a wise investor, so you will be able to enjoy your life journey and live a happy, healthy and wealthy life. Okay, so let's move ahead. We'll go with the second
So I'll start. So this is a basic goal-based financial planning.
Hmm.
I guess I certainly believe this is the first step in financial planning as a whole. So this is for a friend of mine whose name is Ganesh. So he just started earning also. He just got into a job. So while I was talking about financial planning and having certain goals, so I broke down what goals he could have in terms of time. So I told him there are the difference between short term, mid-term, and long term goals, and I got to know what his goals were. So his short term goal was to buy a bike in the next 3 years for the current cost being 3 lakh rupees. So the next 3 years, the tenure is for 3 years. And while also doing the same, what I did was explain the concept of inflation. The concept of inflation doesn't, uh, uh, I mean, like normal layman people just go and get it easily. They're like, okay, it's 3 lakhs now, it will be 3 lakhs after 3 years. So after explaining the concept of inflation, I told him that there would be a difference in cost. And then when I explained him about the midterm goal, he told he wants to fund his marriage expenses at around 30 years. So he's 22 now. So after 8 years, 8 years down the line, he wanted to fund part of his marriage expenses. That would amount to close to 10 lakh rupees. So taking an average inflation of 7% for 8 years. And his long-term goal was to buy a house worth 1 crore rupees in the next 15 years at an average inflation of 7%. So after getting all the basic information, I calculated the inflation adjusted corpus for all the goals. So this is inflation adjusted corpus for goal number 1, that is for the bike. In the next 3 years, the inflation adjusted corpus would be 3,47,000. And I gave him a different monthly systematic investment process in MSIPs in various scenarios. For him, since it was a short-term goal, I gave him an option of 6% and 8%. At 6% interest, it would be around 8,807 rupees, and at 8%, it would be 8,549 rupees. And then moving on to the midterm goal, we calculated the inflation adjusted corpus, that is for his marriage expenses. So in the next 8 years, at an average inflation of 7%, it would amount to around 17 lakh 18,186 rupees. So since it was a midterm goal, like since it was for after 8 years, so I gave him 3 options in MSIPs. that is for 6%, 8%, and 10%. So for at 6%, it was 14,015 rupees. At 8%, it was 12,908 rupees. At 10%, it was 11,886 rupees. Then moving on to the long-term goal, that is the house. In the next 15 years, is inflation-adjusted corpus for the house would roughly amount to 2 crores 75 lakhs 90,315 rupees. Since it was a long-term goal, he could take different MSIP options, varying from 6% to 12%. So at 6%, it would be around 95,697 rupees. At 8,000, it would be 81,200 rupees. At 10,000, it would be 68,697 rupees. At 12,000, it would be 57,971 rupees. So while doing the same, he understood the planning, I mean, the amount he would require for all the three goals. And he understood he has to structure his investments in a proper way to achieve his goals in the required time period.
So, Amog, at this juncture, what you have suggested, because your friend has just started, let me first stop the screen and then we discuss. Okay, so let me first scroll and revisit for the benefit of our video participants. So there are three goals for a just started a job person. One is bike, 3 lakh rupees after 3 years. Second is marriage, 10 lakh rupees after 8 years. And third is house after 15 years. And Amog has beautifully calculated the inflation adjusted corpus. Okay. And various scenario for short-term goal, 2 scenario, 6 and 8%, mid-term goal, 6, 8 and 10%, and long-term goal. This is the scenario. So if we sum up 3 goal per month SIP example, right now, first month example. So it is going to be, let's say on a 8%, 8,500 plus example, second goal, another 12,000. So let's say 20 odd thousand, and then 12%, let's say another 60 odd thousand. So it is almost 80,000 rupees SIP per month. So when you discuss with your friend, okay, you need to invest per month 80,000 rupees. Okay. So what is his feeling? What he finally, basically, I would like to know, we would like to know what he has given a feedback to you.
Sir, he was like, since he just started his job, as I told, he doesn't get that big of a salary to invest so much amount on all his goals. So what I told him was to structure his goals. So maybe if he really needed a bike, he could go for it. But then, did he really need a bike worth rupees 3 lakh? And also the marriage expenses. Most parents spend a lot, and even he talked to his parents, and he was contemplating the amount he could save and stuff like that. And coming to the house itself, he made a change in his goal. So what happened was, now since he just started earning, he would go move on, and in the future he would have grown in the career where he could invest more amount compared to now. So what he did was, maybe he was like, he wanted to push the house goal a bit forward. And once he started getting a good income, which was guaranteed, he would start investing a good amount every month to achieve his long-term goal.
So now what Amog is intern with his mentor Keyur Shah. So whenever he construct the basic goal plan or whatever he does practical application, every time he share all handout to his mentor. Okay, and mentor gives the feedback, and accordingly he can learn also, and he can give the right feedback to his friend, colleague, whom he has done a practical application. So here I gave feedback to him, and right now I am sharing once again. So objective is that Amog rightly said that 3 lakh rupees bike is at this juncture for a fresher maybe a it could be a second or third bike, you can say. But as a first bike, one should plan for 50 or 1,000 rupees. So that's how you can reduce the cost of SIP. Second, marriage, okay, 10 lakh is not big amount, but third, long-term goal, 1 crore rupees goal is also okay. But we know that we go for always a housing loan. So suppose even if we plan for 25 lakh rupees down payment, okay, instead of buying a full amount in a cash, okay, so that's how we can have a affordable SIP. So from 60,000 he'll go to only let's say 15,000 when he planned only for the 25 lakh rupees current cost, or inflation adjusted, maybe a example 50 odd lakh rupees. So and again whenever he earns, we can increase his investment per month and basically plan for the goal. But what is the biggest advantage at this juncture in age of Amok or anyone who is a fresher and started job? If he is aware that these are the future certain cost is there. If I have an aspiration of buying own home, yes, I need to save big amount every month. Okay, then I can achieve a goal. Otherwise, on a later time, I have to take a huge amount loan and I have to pay the interest. Okay, so if someone can say 25% or 50% down payment, he can basically in a better shape in his age of 35 or 40 plus situation. And when you know that there are big amount is required per month saving, automatically you start putting good amount of per month saving. So when you start saving good amount per month, automatically you have a lower or moderate lifestyle expenses, and you can basically have a good life. You can avoid yourself in young age from the all bad habits, because many of time people freshers or maybe people come with the bad habit, end up with the bad habit. Why? Because when they are earning, they feel that I am earning too much money. Okay, because he is thinking from the current month perspective, and then he starts spending money on the lifestyle activities, or maybe for bad habits like smoking, drinking, or maybe even drugs, etc. So when you know your future goal, okay, and you need this much of amount is required, you basically stop most of your lifestyle expenses. You will stick to a discipline and plan for your future goal. So I can assure you, Amok, okay, what is the advantage you are going to get when you learn personal finance and prepare your financial plan as a investor. I'm talking from a more perspective only. In 30-40 years, so someone who has completed, example, engineering and started a job right now, okay, and Amok is starting with the first year BBA, so he's 3 year away, 3 year basically late starting. But other person who is just engineer, doesn't know the personal finance and doesn't appoint a qualified certified financial planner, chances that he may earn good amount, but most of the amount will be spent, okay, on a lifestyle, and later on age of 50-55, chances that even though Amok has a less earning, example, or equivalent earning, over a period of time Amok would be a far higher wealth than that person. So that is the power of knowledge of personal finance. It is a twin advantage. One, you can become a better investor, so you can create a bigger amount of wealth in 20-30 years, because of the importance of financial planning, etc. And same time, basically it is also helping you in profession also. Good. So now, as Amok, let conclude our discussion. So I am very happy that you have done a good practical application, and wish that you can continue your momentum and do every day one practical application, or at least 3 to 4 qualitative practical application in a week time. Now let conclude the discussion. So when you go through the video lectures, okay, so how is your experience with the video lectures? If you found any challenges, and how did you solve the challenges?
Yes, sir. So since the videos are actually recorded in an actual class where you teach the participants, so there is a lot of live interactions going on, and you feel you're actually taking part in a class rather than sitting through a presentation, which would be very monotonous. So this makes it a bit more interesting, and the best part of video learning is you can go back to any part over and over again, at your own pace. So you can revisit any topic you want to study, and then go to it, study, and then come back. So you can do it at your own pace, which is very important, because at times you may have understood a few topics and missed out on a few. But then you can, since you can, it's pre-recorded video lectures, you can go back to it. So as I told you, I didn't have a lot of financial knowledge. So when I got into this course, I was finding it a bit difficult to understand the mathematics, financial mathematics part of it. So what I did was I went back again and again, and I wanted to get the basis of the financial mathematics, right, to continue further on with advanced financial mathematics.
Good, very good. So basic, or you can say one of the key advantage of live recorded classes, or we can say video learning lectures, is that it is a live recorded in a classroom. It is a live recorded classroom lectures. So Amok can feel that he is a sixth participant, because we have 5 participant in age of Amok only, starting from 18 to 25. Okay, and we have encouraged them to ask as many as questions. So when you go through the video lectures, chances that your 80%, 90% queries is solved, because what you have a thought or query in your mind, so one of the participant has asked. Okay, and in case if any query is not solved, you can post your query in your micro WhatsApp group. Your co-mentor and mentor will answer every day. Your co-mentor and mentor are available in evening between 5 to 8 to solve your subject and practical queries. So objective is that when you invest your time and money, okay, definitely then there is a transformation is happened. It is not possible without the investing the quality time and money. Good, very good. So now what is your future plan? Right now you completed your 30% of training, or 2.5 month period. Okay, so what is your plan? Which when you like to go for first exam, and when you like to complete your CAP certification?
So I would ideally want to complete my first exam by the starting of the next year, 2021. That is by January, and
Okay.
then finish the complete course by next year, November.
Okay.
So as to finish the whole course in a period of 15 months, if we take it in total.
Good, very good. So first exam will be investment planning specialist. Okay, and once you complete the IPS, it is you can opt for the certificate also. This is a standalone certification exam, and also you can continue with your second, third module exam, and then final exam by you can say October, November, and complete the CAP certification. So when you complete your certification, okay, what is your plan? Let's say you complete your first exam. What is your plan? Would you like to start something part-time, either job or some independent activity?
So since I'm still pursuing my degree, I would want to start practicing CFP as soon as possible. So that is by completing my first module exam. And it is just that I want to get as much as experience I can before the completion of my degree itself. So I want to gain as much experience in the CFP course before completing my BBA course. And then after completion of my BBA course, I would ideally want to join organization, or maybe if I've got enough experience and enough client base, I could start on my own.
Very good, very good. So you have a plan to start your part-time independent practice after completing of first exam, and once you
Yes, sir.
complete this your BBA, you can look forward for full-time job, or if you have a sufficient client, you can start your independent practice. Good. So objective is that life is not necessarily always looking for a job, as we know that post-pandemic the scarcity of qualitative job. Okay, and many of time that you may have to sacrifice in terms of traveling, in terms of location. Okay, definitely those who not have that kind of bandwidth, they need to go for the compulsory job. But as you have a bandwidth and your father is also independent professional, So if you can take a help of your father in doing a practical application and even post setting up practice, so I can sure that within 1 or 2 years you can have a 50 odd plus good client, and you can basically kickstart your entrepreneurial journey post
Yes.
completing your first examination. Okay, and that's how we can become an independent professional and on same amount of income over a period of time or higher amount of income as per our basically requirement. So without leaving the house or maybe work from our home or office only. So we have a lot of convenience is there when we do a independent practice. So what is your one message to your age group student, those who are right now basically starting their basically higher education, like they are in first year education like BBA or maybe commerce education or even in their engineering education?
So it is. I would ideally suggest them to make smart choices, to always take logical decisions, because uh, most of the times we usually tend to take emotional decisions. So logical and rational decisions is the way to go. Going over a decision multiple times and uh, examining it if it is actually necessary or not, and then going ahead with the decision is very good. So always take a logical decisions and keep track of what you want to do. So chalk out your short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals. Give accurate timelines to it, and start working towards it.
Good, very good. So even you are basically there are two options to a fresher, those who are doing a graduation, post graduation. Okay, whether it is in commerce or science or engineering. One is that key. Okay, you can do a CFP certification as a parallel education, professional education, because it gives you two advantage. One, you get the personal finance domain, so you can become a more wise and logical investor, and you can become a you can construct your comprehensive financial plan, okay, which is a 30-40 years of roadmap and gives you a lot of clarity about your future life, how you can create a financial independence. Today, we respect a lot of money guru. We can say Warren Buffett or Robert
Yes, sir.
Kiyosaki or maybe a intelligent investor author. So, or many successful professional. But if you go in detail and see that key, most of the successful people who have a strong domain expertise in personal finance or finance, personal
Yes,
or
sir. True.
corporate, the finance is common. So if you have a good understanding of financial planning, okay, you can earn more, you can save more, invest into right product and instrument, okay, earn a good return and achieve a wealth for yourself and your basically family or maybe your client also if you're a professional. So for a fresher, one option is you can go for a CFP certification. In case even if you're not planning to do a CFP certification, you can basically hire a one qualified and experienced certified financial planner. Even you can starting with Amog also. Okay, Amog can construct your financial plan in supervision of his co-mentor and mentor. So you know that key, what is your life short-term goal, medium-term goal, how much inflation-adjusted corpus is required. You have gone through that 22-year young Ganesh financial plan prepared by the Amog. So that's give you fair idea, okay, what are your goal and what is the future values required, what is the how you can prioritize your goal to plan your life, okay. And that's how you can become more logical and wise investor or wise professional. Good. So I thank you very much, Amok, for sharing your valuable, inspiring life journey. Okay, and I'm sure that it will inspire you, inspire many of fresher to take it a right decision about the or logical and wise decision about the career planning. Okay, as well as you can help many of the freshers to plan their career in a better way. Okay, so now one concluding message, which one message you would like to give to your friend, colleague, relative, whom you are doing a practical application or planning to do a practical application? Suppose if they give you time, 1 or 2 hours, how you can basically help them in their personal benefiting their personal finance?
As I told you, we'll bring in a lot of financial aspects to their goals, help them chalk out their goals better, get them actual proper timelines instead of having vague timelines like maybe they would have a goal, but then they don't know when they would want to achieve it. So get a proper timeline to their goals, help them achieve it by letting know what are the numbers required, and then also get them make them knowledgeable about what finances and what they're actually spending and what where they can save and what are the avenues where they could invest. So yeah, CFP is all about that, and since it's an internationally recognized course, there is no better I mean CFP, there is no better person you can go to for all your personal finances. So yeah, you can come to any CFP and get your finances sorted.
Good, very good. So thank you very much for your digital meeting. And I humble request, as you are starting your journey and as you have prepared your own timeline to complete the first exam and the CFP certification, so make sure that you invest qualitative time every day, 4 to 5 hours per day, okay, or at least 30 hours per week. Second, you do a 3 to 4 qualitative practical applications, share into micro group, take a help of your mentor, okay, to if understand or ask the subject queries and practical queries. So if you commit your goal, okay, the milestone 1 is IPS in January, and then CFP certification in October. Okay, so if we commit and do a everyday activity, then we will be able to achieve this success, and we can transform ourselves from a student to a practitioner, whether we practice as an independent or whether we practice as a corporate job. Okay, both can be possible. So I thank you very much and wishing you all the best for the A grade level practice and preparation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It was fun being on the meeting.
Thank you very much.